Okay, so I used my little Barbie, and at first it was like not working at all. It was scared the hell out of me. This is it. But I always regret using the blue cell activator on its own, which is what I did here. I used the cobalt blue on its own. So I don't know if it's gonna work. I'm letting it sit for a bit. I also used my little blower to try to thin it out in places, because where it's thick it's gonna look weird. We got into the pillow on some of these. This is a pretty decent sized canvas, so I don't know if this one is gonna work actually, but I'm willing to give it a try. So here I've modified it. So maybe we'll get some cool patterns on the edges if this, why does it look so dark? I really don't know how to use this phone yet. That's obvious. But we'll see how it looks after. This is just a little bit of a spin. And wow, I can't see any of my golds or my yellow or any of my colors. This is freaking me out. Barely spun this because the pillow is so ridiculously, it's too thin. I shouldn't have used it. I should have like decanted it for an hour and let it thicken up. But okay, we're gonna try to save this and turn it into something. Okay. I should have pointed out that it's like 30 degrees in our house. I didn't turn the air on. Not that it would have made a much difference up here. It didn't help that everything is very, very thin. So it's a bit of a wasted canvas, but I did get some interesting things here. We'll see. Maybe when it dries, we could paint stuff onto it. Maybe we can add a nice raven or something in there. I'll do something with this one because I hate wasting paint and there's a lot of expensive ones on there. Also, all the colors went. See these things? They all went bye-bye. They all got covered by the red when I really should have put the blue on top, which is what I thought I did. It didn't make any difference. Anyway, with this thin pillow, everything just flies off. So that was my bad. Okay. I want to point out that the Barbie hairdryer with its free little scrunchie did an amazing job once I figured out that it needed to be on that other voltage. But anyway, because at first I was like, this thing's not moving anything. Like, how is that possible? How's it supposed to dry hair? But I had it turned on to something really low. Anyway, yeah, so see all this color here? That should be all over the place. And it isn't, because the paint, not just the paints, but the pillow was too thin. I felt that when I put it on. I felt like we should probably leave that to sit. If we had, I wonder if we would have had a better blowout even, because it blew out all over and far and wide, but of course all the beautiful stuff got mostly blown off. But yeah, let's look. Try to find some. I don't know how I'm going to do this without wrecking. Like if I'm in the way, I don't know. I can't figure out this camera yet. I do apologize. But yeah, I did do a lot of modifications, as they call them, when you put little things on the end, just in case you're stuck with those. Look at the paint, isn't even, the cell activator is too thin too. Or at least it seems to be. Normally that stuff is thick as hell. That's why I blew it out, and I even twisted it with, like, made little circles out of the excess cell activator because I thought it would be so thick. But yeah, this is what we're going for. Can you see the colors? But yeah, we ended up with a lot of blue, a lot of red, hardly any yellow, which is bizarre. Oh, okay. I always say I'm going to show my fails, and this is definitely one. Even though it has areas that are kind of pretty, I think a lot can be done with it when it's dry. We'll see. I know which colors I had used, so I know it'll all go together somehow. We'll play with it. We'll play with this one. I got about 4 different paintings that I'm going to make something out of because I do like what happened with them. It's just they're not, the composition is all wrong. And that matters a lot. These are our colors. There's the berry, there's the blood red, there's the yellow, semi-opaque, there's the gold from Artesia. One of those, I don't know. The fancy one, Atelier, that's it. This is the blue that I mixed myself. Anyway, there's the white pearl, which maybe that'll save some of these areas and have a nice little pearl effect. Guys, I did this very last minute, and that's why I need to not do things last minute. I thought, I have everything, I did my shopping, but no, I'm not pleased with this. But anyway, here it is. It is what it is. Bye.